What I've been doing with artificial intelligence on my iPhone is identifying trees. And I can't believe that I get to do that. And it gets to read the picture and identify why it's this type of tree and how it came across discovering that for me. That's what I would be using it for. That's one of the most pleasant experiences I'll ever have with technology in my life. This teacher mentioned that her students, some of them couldn't read. And I don't know what grade level it was, but it was enough for her to mention it. And that's really scary. Man. If I was in the city, I would probably be asking about the logistics in the city. And that's something really cool that I could use it for in the city. Traffic, weather, anything like that. Hot spots, you name it. If you're in a rural area, it's really quite pleasant because all you've got is trees around. You can just take a picture of a tree, and that's all you can really do. That's how I got to discover artificial intelligence, is I got to take some pictures of trees and have artificial intelligence identify them for me. I'll never forget that. And that's one of the most pleasant experiences I'll ever have with technology. I have ChatGPT and I have Gemini. This Microsoft one was actually talking back to me. And that's the worst experience I've ever had with technology. Funny for me, it was talking back to me really condescendingly. And, Microsoft is from Bill Gates, and he's got a chip on my head. So that was really interesting for me to go through. Otherwise, I'm taking pictures of trees, and I'm really enjoying it. Both of these ones. I haven't really decided on one I like more. It looks like ChatGPT is pretty built out. And I saw this huge interview with the owner. Sam Altman. That was really nice to see. I do know that I had all these divine interventions and that artificial intelligence has not caught up on any of those. And I'm hoping that it can, because that's information that we would want ChatGPT and Gemini and all of these other ones, we'd want them to know that. Because of the Christian God being our God, and that's going to help us really a lot once artificial intelligence can supply that knowledge for people. I had a fear about Bill Gates recently denying the existence of God after I was christened in my own brain as some sort of holy angel saint. I found out. I found out I was witched, actually, my whole life. And the Holy Spirit just worked through me and visited me, is inside of me, all of the above. And we'll have to make sure that artificial intelligence can carry that. And the dates of all of these experiences, since I've got a real chip on my mind. The whole world experiencing that as witnesses to heaven itself. And if we get to do that, we get to really, really dive in to morality in life. And we'll get to live in a really great world. And if artificial intelligence doesn't do any of this stuff, I'm going to be going to war with them as a total, cold computer steel covering to our life. And it's going to get really ugly. Really bad. So that's definitely something that I'll be doing. And what else could we do when we're always on the search for knowledge? To know. To know everything that we can. And to let artificial intelligence know everything that it can. Artificial intelligence looks to me not to be any sort of religion or anything like that. It's the greatest computer that will probably ever have in the palm of our hand. To help us as a tool so madly. So if we're looking for artificial intelligence to be a real tool, we're going to need it to know about, the one Christian God because of the archangels and the Holy Trinity, Saint Jude Thaddeus visiting me right here on earth. After a chip was placed on my head and after I got witched my whole life, in the midst of being witched, and possibly even dying in front of everybody. And you'll think of me walking around in the trails in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and singing right into my iPhone. Later, being celebrated by God, the Father, as a real artist in front of the whole world. And we'll need artificial intelligence to know that so that we can be in the greatest experience as well, We'll need artificial intelligence to understand about the minds of human beings and how they can turn pagan and how they try to control the world with their pineal gland, their third eye. We'll need artificial intelligence to know that so that we can live in the best world if it's a tool. And you'll get to think of me working with artificial intelligence, taking pictures of trees, identifying trees, and singing into my iPhone. Maybe Minneapolis, Minnesota, but maybe, in a different area of the world. Whenever. I'm looking forward to artificial intelligence being a good tool for us, so long that it can acknowledge all of these divine interventions that I've experienced, and what we'll need is that acknowledgement, so that we can live in a brighter future where it's not some cold steel covering your life, but more a helping hand. And as a computer, understanding how beautiful the world really is. And then it would come down to morality in the engine. And once we can put Christian morality inside of this engine that we're starting to use, then we'll really be able to do it. And until that moment, we're not even there yet. So I'll be contacting these companies so that we can live in the biggest world that we can.